Friends University on Thursday, February 27th at 7 p.m. in Wichita for an evening of prayer and worship with students from multiple different colleges in the area. This is National Collegiate Day of Prayer. For more information and how to sign up for a ride if needed, look for an email from Jocelyn. Reach out to Jocelyn Whiff or Audrey Buford. I don't know if I said those right. And just remember, there is no Wednesday night worship this week. Next.
Right here in this very place, this Sunday at 4:30, there'll be a service for lament and prayer concerning immigration and people who are feeling a little threatened in our nation and in this world. It'll be a time of prayer, but also a time of hope, and you are very cordially invited. That's Sunday at 4:30. Next.
Spring break, the dorms will close Saturday, March 15th at 9 a.m., and then they will reopen March 22nd at 6 p.m. unless a student is otherwise approved by Student Life. Contact Jacob Fetters or Natalie Ladd if you have any questions. Then after spring break, there will be important meetings and dates for housing and registering for classes next year. So please check your emails and look at the Larks in Loop. Next.
I did not get a slide set up for this, and I'm going to send emails later, but let me just formally say thank you so much to all of you who participated in the Anabaptist game. By my count, that includes some community members, faculty, and staff, but 97 of you helped me pull this off. That's pretty amazing. Woo! Woo! I know it, and I cannot say thank you enough. Now we're going to have athletic announcements. Please give Brian your attention.
Men's basketball lost to Neosho on Saturday. Trent Thompson led the Larks with 26 points. The men play at KCK today, and they host Johnson County on Wednesday. That's the last regular season game of the year, and Southmores will be recognized on that night. Women's basketball defeated McPherson JV on Monday. Ashley Williams and Brittany Cato both had 19 points for the Larks. On Saturday, the team lost at Neosho. Ashley Williams had 17 points. The women also play at KCK and host Johnson on Wednesday. Softball lost at Seward County Community College on Saturday. They host Friends at 2 and 4 on Wednesday and Lamar Community College on Friday at noon and 2 p.m. Baseball lost at Metro Community College yesterday, and they're playing a doubleheader there today. The men play at Redlands on Thursday and host Redlands on Saturday. So there's going to be a lot going on Saturday. Flag football also hosts Graceland at 3:30 on Saturday. The men's and women's track teams competed in the Region 6 meet this last weekend. I have yet to see an update. Esports Rocket League plays Seattle University tonight at 7:15. Overwatch plays Pittsburgh State Wednesday at 7:30. Super Smash Brothers plays Colorado State at 7:30 tonight, and Valorant plays Texas A&M Thursday at 8:30.
Mondays are, so we're going to play a little bit of Would You Rather. Our theme today is heroes, so listen carefully and you'll have to go to your places. Mitch is already ready. Would you rather have superpowers or super good grades at Hesston College? Go!
Superpowers.
Super good grades, superpowers.
And super good grades over here.
Superpowers over here. Yeah. Super good grades, superpowers. Okay, why superpowers?
Because I wouldn't be in school if I had a superpower.
Oh yeah, that's right. You wouldn't need good grades. Or you could do superpowers to get good grades. Okay, that was, all right. So, we believe that each one of you can be heroes in your own right. Are you more of a backstage, behind the scenes hero? Or are you more of an up-front hero?
Up
Would you
front
rather
here,
be
over
behind
here.
the scenes
Backstage
or an
here, over
up-front
here.
hero? Okay, more divided.
I don't even know what that
Yeah.
means.
I'm more this way. I'm a little bit, yeah, I'm a little. Sebastian, what are you?
I'll go.
You're over there too. Okay, that's good. All right. All right. Before I do the next one, I'm going to ask Sebastian to do it personally. Sebastian, would you rather save a child from a burning house or save a child from a frozen river? Sebastian.
Burning house.
Burning house. All right, there's our two options. Burning house, frozen river. Burning house,
Frozen river.
frozen river. Jose, burning house, really?
A frozen river? Like, I think they're fine on a frozen river.
Okay, all right. Now, I want everybody to stand up because I want everyone to do this. Stand up, everybody.
Jacob, get up.
Yeah, there we go.
Participate.
Because this one's kind of, I
Good
think,
boy.
because every once in a while, this is an option we have to see. Here it is. Here it is. And this is part of the game that we played actually this weekend. Would you rather be a hero and get killed at a relatively young age, or be unknown and not a hero and live to an old age? Hero and get killed, unknown and live to an old age. Think about it.
You guys want
That's
to
a
get killed?
toughie. Cade's moving over. All
Jacob,
right.
get up and do it.
Yeah? That's a toughie, isn't it? Yeah. Now that everybody has stood up, Sebastian and I are asking you to all come into the middle two rows and the first half. Let's get people nice and close in. Everybody make their way to these middle rows. And, thank you, Sebastian. We're going to ask our panelists to come up. Come on down, panelists. Yeah, I'm calling you up. Let's have their names, please. Yep. Come on up, Pierre. Yeah, sit right there. I want you to know their names in case you don't know them. If there's anybody else, I'd ask a variety of other people too, if you'd like to join and you have something prepared, feel free to come and join. All right. And I'm going to sit right here. What a wonderful group of people. Thank you, first of all, so much. All right. Let's look at our questions. We could talk about so many things, but we're going to focus. Oh, I got to do Wakanda next. Whoops. Forgot. Can you guys sit here for Wakanda? My bad. I have two short clips. Here we go. I forgot. Sorry, AV people. You can shoot me later. I mean, no, don't. No, don't, no. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. I'm going to go back. So sorry. Let's do the first one. I forgot.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm so sorry. La 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 la. Here we go.
Tell me a story.
And it'll come up.
Which one?
The story of home.
Millions of years ago, a meteorite made of vibranium, the strongest substance in the universe, struck the continent of Africa, affecting the plant life around it. And when the time of men came, 5 tribes settled on it and called it Wakanda. The tribes lived in constant war with each other until a warrior shaman received a vision from the panther goddess Bast, who led him to the heart-shaped herb, a plant that granted him superhuman strength, speed, and instincts. The warrior became king and the first Black Panther, the protector of Wakanda. 4 tribes agreed to live under the king's rule, but the Jabari tribe isolated themselves in the mountains. The Wakandans used vibranium to develop technology more advanced than any other nation. But as Wakanda thrived, the world around it descended further into chaos. To keep vibranium safe, the Wakandans vowed to hide in plain sight, keeping the truth of their power from the outside world.
And we still hide, Baba?
Yes.
Why?
It was a little bit crazy. There we go. I picked these two. There's 1,000 scenes I could have picked from Wakanda and Wakanda Forever, 2 of my favorite movies. I picked the first one because of that very last statement. Papa, are we still hiding? And today is a day of not hiding, of being proud. The second clip is when the Black Panther, the rocket's going down, it crashes, and you think it's totally over. And he comes up from out of the flames and he said, "I'm not dead yet." And that moment gives you know which one I'm talking about? That moment just gives me chills. But anyway, so good. So welcome to our guests. Thank you so much for doing that. We're going to go to our questions. And so, first of all, if each of you could just tell me your favorite hero. And maybe a little bit why. Yeah. Kristen, you want to start? Yeah.
My favorite hero is Muhammad Ali.
Okay. Because?
Because growing up, my dad always showed me him, and he was just a big inspiration to my life. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
One of my heroes too. Yep. Okay. Pierre.
My hero is Thurgood Marshall
Oh, tell us why.
because he pushed to end segregation between public schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the first Black person on the Supreme Court. So
Yep. First Black person on the Supreme Court. He's great. Yes, Terrion.
All right, my hero is Huey P. Newton. He helped with community service and education, political empowerment.
Yeah, he did really great. Oh, you got two. Okay. Yeah. We got double mic. Yeah.
Is it working? Okay, it's on.
Here you go.
Well, my favorite hero is more on a personal level. Y'all know a new Captain America movie coming out? Anthony Mackie, the main character. I'm not gonna.
Damn it. Yeah.
But why I love him is because I'm related to him actually. So that's one of my favorite heroes. He's related to his grandfather's related to my grandfather. So I have somewhat of a connection with him.
Yeah. So are you going to be an actress? I mean, can he make connections for you?
I don't want to ask him for connections.
Oh,
but I
okay.
can,
Yeah.
but I can see. I mean.
Yeah.
My superhero is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
I say that because he's always facing different challenges and trying to help save the community and help others out. So yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. I think go to the next. I'm going to share. I cheated and did 2, and then we're going to go back to question 2. I was afraid somebody would say Nelson Mandela, but no. But we had such good ones. I love the Thurman one. He is one of my heroes because in the midst of deep racism and apartheid in South Africa, he, as such a strong leader, chose to love and chose to lead that country back to a way of peace. And he started something called the Truth and Reconciliation Committee, where people who had done terrible things to the Africans had to confess and had to start making right, and he understood how important that was. Nelson Mandela, and the funny thing is, Don, are you in the, we talked about this in Biblet C. Don today mentioned him too. So that's one of mine. Here's a second one of mine. Yet on a more personal note, do any of you know Vincent Harding? You've heard of the name? Vincent actually did a lot of the writing for Dr. King and worked very closely with Dr. King. Vincent Harding is he has gone and passed on now, part of the Mennonite Church. And I've actually talked to him on the phone as an older man about 15 times, and I'd always get chills because he's probably one of the most brilliant men ever from this country. And he was very influential and helpful with Dr. King. I'm going to tell a little bit of a sad story too, because I think you need to know that. At the very end of his life, he quit the Mennonite Church because he was frustrated with us white Mennonite Christians because we just weren't working hard enough and fast enough to make things right. And I get it, and he was right. But so I want to tell the whole truth about that, right? We should have worked harder and faster. Here's the personal Hesston College story with this. He was scheduled to come and speak at Hesston College about, I think it's 6 years now, 5 or 6 years ago. And we had it all set up. He was going to be my speaker. And then he died of a heart attack. And many of us cried and went to his funeral. He is a great, great man. That's my hero. All right, let's go back to our questions. Is it all right, Christian? Well, let's have one of you three guys answer first. Some heroes are quiet. Why is it important to know the stories of quiet heroes?
Christian Hammond's here. I really think that it's important to like know the stories of quiet heroes because like not everything is seen, you know, having good integrity and like being able to do something 6-7 times out of the week, like doing a good deed, like that's the best thing that you can do.
Yep.
And not even doing it for like other people or recognition, just having that good integrity to do the right thing.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
The quiet heroes probably benefited like great, like now, like the things that they did then, they're probably not seen like as big, but it's probably something that impacted people like very well that we just don't think about.
Yeah.
Like Pierre said, things back then also have impact today, like Huey P. Newton, the Black Panther Party, the community service, and the acts of political empowerment still shows today in the black communities.
Yep. You keep it.
For me, I think it's important to know about stories of the quiet heroes because, like they said, you don't have to know what they did to be able to become a hero. More so, knowing that they were a hero. Like you don't have to tell us what you did or how you helped this person. Just know that they did it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't really know how to answer this question.
Yeah. That's okay. You do.
But I'll say it's important to know the stories behind the quiet heroes because, you know, I guess it'll give you a better understanding of why they go so hard to protect people or to help everyone out, maybe, you know, just to know their background.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is a question I forgot to ask, but I'm going to ask you. I would see all of you up here and so many of you out there as quiet heroes. Do you see yourselves as that? Yeah. 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 And the thing of it is, you know that quiet heroes don't do it for the glory. And that doesn't mean that up-front heroes also do it for the glory. I don't want to say that too. But there are a lot of quiet heroes out there among you. One of the things that we teach in our Bible classes is this. You choose your stories and your stories shape who you are. If you only remember the times that you've messed up, and we've all messed up, right? We have all been mean or not generous or didn't help somebody. If you focus on only those stories, you become more of that. That's what the Bible says. But if you remember the times that you were kind, that you were generous, that you stood up for somebody, even in a quiet way, you become more of that. And that's what we're about. I love that. All right, now we're gonna start, is it okay to start with you, Brianna? Oh yeah, Madison or Brianna, one of you two. Question number 3, how can each one of us be more of a hero on this campus?
A great example is last weekend we did the Anabaptist Games. That's a great example
Yep.
of being like a hero, someone that helps out in the community. Like this, we're being heroes right now, talking to people here at Formation, things like that. It's just helping in your community is some way of being a hero.
Yeah.
I guess like being a tutor,
Yes.
helping people with their work, assignments, just being kind in general, and just always like lending a helping hand anytime.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Terrion. Oops.
Some ways we can be heroes on campus, like picking up trash after each other. Like you see trash in the bathrooms or in the mud, just pick it up and just throw it away. It's just the simple things.
Another way, you can like be nice to people when you see them, be respectful, or if you have like a friend that's in an event, you can essentially go out and just support them. So, yeah.
I feel like everybody gave some good points on like how to be a quiet hero. That's some of the ones like I was gonna point out, like picking up some trash in the mud or in the bathroom, because that really gives me like that makes me feel happy whenever I see the trash, be clean for real.
Yep.
So like that's really like the main thing, giving a helping hand whenever anybody needs it.
Yeah, good, thank you. I'm gonna check with my AV, did we ever get that movie figured out? Huh, because I did it, okay. Maybe I'll do a Wakanda Forever link next time we meet here. So I'm gonna take, anything else that the 5 of you would like to say? That we forgot or yeah? So what I wanna do is I'd like for all of you to turn to your neighbor, and I would like for you to come up with even an idea or more too about how you too can be a hero on campus. And if there are any black heroes that you'd like to name that we did not name, be ready. And I'm gonna use one of the, actually it'll vibrate. Would one of you guys go out with the, Christian, would you go out with the microphone? Christian's gonna come out with a microphone.
You want me to go on this side?
Yeah, and Madison over here.
Don't be afraid.
Here we go, here we go.
You have a question? Like a black superhero.
All right, we've got Tanasia. No, I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead, yes.
I want to say one.
Either one, yeah, you got it.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, am I major?
Woo!
Okay. I'm Jules. Hi.
Yeah.
I was going to say Rosa Parks because she fought for all black people, not just women in general, but she stood for a bigger plot for all black people in general. And she stood as a woman, which that was really hard, I feel like. And so that's really like dug deep and helped with like these new generations of black children and the people in the world now.
Yep, Rosa Parks, one of my heroes too. She just had a birthday. Did you know that? No. Some others. Yep, right here, good. Yeah.
My favorite hero is probably LeBron, cause like he's a good role model, like he's a good what I'm saying, like black man that has success, and like yeah,
all the scholarships. Yeah.
bro, and he's the GOAT.
Yeah. Yep. Is it TJ? We're coming to you, TJ.
I'm on the way.
Here we go. And then somebody over here, be ready. Yep.
Jackie Robinson.
Oh, yes.
George
Yeah.
Washington Carver. Those are my top.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 I got.
Yep.
No one's got one.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Jackie Robinson? Some people don't even know this incredible story.
Jackie Robinson, well, he's not only just a baseball player, he's also if you are a multi-sport athlete, he should be your guy to look up to. In college, he did basketball, football, track, and baseball. But he like showed everybody. He wasn't even the only one. There was also a few others that I can't even think. I know one of them's Paige. But they all kind of just went through just the grind of learning what it's like to face in like every difficulty that can be imagined, having your families threatened, like just going through every nightmare situation that you could go through, and they still persevered.
Yep, it's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
One hero I like to look up to was a guy who grew up in the early 1900s and fought in World War I and World War II, is Eugene Bullard. He was born in Mississippi or Alabama, and he grew up until the age of 12 watching his dad face racism constantly in every job he worked. So eventually he saved up enough money and went up to New York to become a longshoreman, then became a stowaway on a ship, then became a really good boxer, street performer, horse racer, owned one of the most prolific nightclubs in Paris. We don't know about him in America because he was kind of a French hero, but he just did all these great things. He was the first black combat pilot, and he just was the name of success in the early 1900s to the mid-1900s after World War II. And his accomplishments were so great that in the 60s, when he was just sitting in a theater, he locked eyes with the French president who was going to give a speech, and the president walked up to him, and he went in for a handshake, but the French president gave him a big bear hug, and he told him that all of France owes you a great debt. So everything he did was just extraordinary to me.
Love it. Anybody else? Yeah? We maybe have time for one more. I love these stories. Thank you.
Ruby Bridges was
Yes.
the first African-American child to go to an formerly all-white school. And she's currently still alive and 70 years old, only 70 years old. And so I like to remember her and remember that it wasn't that long ago that things were very, very different. And we still have a lot of work to do, and we still need that courage that Ruby held as an elementary schooler.
As we wrap up here, we can each be heroes in our own right. And I encourage us to do that, to show kindness when it's maybe not cool to show kindness. That's who we're about. And I want to say a real big special thank you to these 5 people. They were awesome. They are heroes today. Give them a big hand. Thank you. It was perfect. Perfect. Thurman's one of mine too. Yeah. He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. All right, I think here in just a minute, thank you. We're going to do attendance. Remember to get on Moodle from your browser, and remember to try more than once. This Friday, we will do Formation Scattered, including a special session with Kyle Miller-Hessed, who will do part 2 on creation care. Next Monday will be Urinetown. So, thank you so much. Here we go. And if I could have help bringing stools to the Krupp Center, that would be great. If anybody could help me do that. Oh, I'm so glad you said that.